And bam, welcome back to Nano Talk, guys. The Miami Dolphins are one step closer to actual real football. This week we'll be practicing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers up in Tampa. That's right, we are going to be having an actual preseason game this Saturday. Like I'm saying, one step closer to football, one step closer to seeing what this Miami Dolphins team is truly made of. The last 2 weeks, the boys have been grinding against their fellow Finns. The teammates have been battling out against each other. We've seen some glorious matchups like Tyreek Hill versus Xavier Howard, and it's been fun. But it's time to see them compete against other teams, a foe that they are not experienced with, that they don't have much knowledge of, and to see if they can actually match and hang up and honestly dominate, because that is what I want to see from my Miami Dolphins. The last 2 weeks in training camp, the offense has looked not the most consistent, but when it's been clicking, it has been firing on all cylinders, looking beautiful, and I want to see it continue. The defense has already been smothering lights out, looks top-notch and talented. I want to see them do well. But let's break it down on what actual points need to be focused on this week of practice against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tommy Brady. Well, what do I want to watch for? On the offensive side, we really got to check out that offensive line. You know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do have Shaq Barrett and Joe Tyron, pass rushing specialists, especially Shaq Barrett. He is a monster creating pressure, havoc creator. And Austin Jackson will be tasked with matching up against him, most likely. And if not, he'll be playing against Joe Tyron, who's also a great pass rusher, This is going to be Austin Jackson's test of fire. We're going to see what this kid is made of, if he's going to make the year 3 leap, or if we're going to be sweating extra hard and might have to be rocking more Eichenberg, or maybe even looking for something else out there on the market, whether it's free agency or trade, and fix it ASAP. I'm hoping Austin Jackson rises to the occasion, meets up to the challenge, and keeps Tua's blindside nice and clean. Shaq Barrett is no easy foe, but if Austin Jackson can show promise against a foe like that, hey, we are headed a step in the definite right direction, and I love that. Austin Jackson, cheering for you. It's going to depend a lot on you, because honestly, the O-line needs to look pretty so we can see how the running backs look and how the passing game looks, obviously, because the running backs, Chase Edmonds has been the only running back who looks to be consistently fast, hitting the holes, and he's been so far leading, in my opinion, as the running back one of this committee. It's been nice to see, but I need to see that consistency maintain itself against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a defense that'll actually be playing to stop the run. He'll actually be playing hard and full ready to go. It's something I want Chase Edmonds to keep showing me, but I need to also see the improvement from Raheem Mostert, who continues to get back from that injury. He's been cleared to play, but I need to see him fully 100% ready to go. I need to see Sony Michel chug out those tough yards, Doak showing that power. I need to determine whether Gaskin, Ahmed, or Zaquandre White are going to be the last backs to make this roster. These are the things that are going to start being shown in Tampa Bay, and we're going to see which running backs can actually run and hit the holes well. I'm pumped to see it. Hopefully Chase Edmonds continues to impress, but the backs as a whole is a must watch. On to the passing offense, though. Tua and the wide receivers must show out against the Tampa Bay secondary, because besides Antoine Winfield, who's a lovely year 3 safety, I think, or year 4, whatever, something like that. He's a very young safety for the Bucs. He's nice. Carlton Davis is decent, and then they fall off a cliff. Jamel Dean is their cornerback too. Tua has to connect with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. They have to have a field day. Take advantage of whoever is not getting the attention from Carlton Davis, who's a fine corner. He had a quote saying he wants to be the best, and he's excited to play against Tyreek. That's wild. He's going to get absolutely toasty McGhosted by my guy Tyreek Hill. You got to be flipping my flippers if you think he's going to shut him down. It's going to be a fun matchup, but when Tyreek is being guarded by Carlton Davis, Jalen Waddle is going to absolutely cook Jamel Dean. And if they switch, same thing. Whoever's on Dean is going to absolutely toast this guy. I'm pumped to see it in action. We're going to see if they finally can do it, but it all depends on if the O-line can give Tua the time to do it. I hope to see the passing game take off and show us one of those great days rather than one of the little inconsistent rough patch ones. Obviously, the preseason game will be able to determine a lot more, but the practice is where I think McDaniel will unleash his full playbook. That's where we're really going to see the magic happen, and they'll be able to take off. But over on the other side, we are going to be practicing against Tom Brady. I don't know if in the game we'll be playing against Brady, which is again why I think the practice is so important. Not only will our offense be able to unleash itself in a more private setting rather than on TV. I don't know if McDaniel's going to show off all the plays, but the defense against Tom Brady in practice is obviously going to be better rather than watching the preseason game where Kyle Trask will be playing against our defense, and Kyle Trask is absolutely garbage. So Tom Brady, though, leading an offensive, albeit it's a bit banged up because Mike Evans just got hurt, I think. He might not be fully healthy for this week. Chris Godwin is still coming back from that nasty tear last year. He's recovering from that injury. And then Russell Gage is the wide receiver one right now. So he's been having a great camp, which is why I think if he's been having a good camp against Tampa, I think Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle better feast. But Russell Gage should not cook Xavier Howard, and I got to see how Nick Needham, how Troy Williams handle him. I need to see what them boys can do against a guy like Russell Gage, who should not cook them either. They should have tough matchups, good battles, but no cooking on our offense secondary. It's the strength of our team, and I want to continue to show it to be the strength of our team because I want them to rile up Tom Brady too. That stupid little tampering little crybaby Tommy Brady. If only he didn't have a red contact jersey, and then our defensive line can sack him up. I also want to see how the D-line brings some pressure, especially against a quarterback like Brady who's notorious for quick release and avoiding pressure. I want to see if Jalen Phillips and Melvin Ingram can rile him up. I want to see if Christian Wilkins and Raekwon Davis can generate pressure from up the middle as well. And if they can stop the run as a unit, that's nice. Same with the linebackers, good with coverage and good at stopping the run. Duke Riley, Jerome Baker, Channing Tindall, you got to show out. I just need our Dolphins defense to show it's legit. And it's got to be shown that it's legit in practice because that's when they'll play Brady, not against Trask. That means nothing. Obviously, I want them to destroy Trask, but that's a different story, It needs to be done. It needs to be done. The Miami Dolphins need to show up. We need to ball out. And I'm hoping our team as a whole shows its consistency and starts to show that they're gelling, that they're mastering their new offensive scheme, that the defense is comfortable in this continued Dolphins defense, and that they are all ready and primed to have a baller year under Mike McDaniel in year one. I need to see them show and continue to show them positive indicators we've been seeing the last couple of days in training camp and to continue to build on that. If there are any problems, nip them in the bud, fix them, whether it's in practice, whether we're trading for someone, or whether we are bringing in a free agent. Whatever it needs to be done, this is the week where we start to get a much clearer sense of the Miami Dolphins. Football is back. We are 33 days away from the Miami Dolphins home opener on September 11th. I hope to see you all there. Thank you for tuning in to Nando Talk. Hopefully we'll get to see some beautiful signs in the preseason. Let me know what you want me to focus on next. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for enjoying and thank you for tuning in to Nando Talk.